Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic. Why almost all avoidants return after rejecting you. Have you ever been blindsided by someone who seemed to pull away only to reappear later as if nothing happened? It's a confusing and often painful experience, leaving you wondering what's really going on in their minds. Stay tuned to uncover the real reasons behind this behavior. So let's start by understanding what we mean when we talk about avoidant behavior. Avoidant behavior is a pattern of actions and reactions that people exhibit when they feel uncomfortable with closeness and intimacy. It's a way of protecting themselves from the vulnerability that comes with deep emotional connections. Avoidant attachment style, at its core, is a way of dealing with intimacy and closeness. This attachment style often develops in childhood, influenced by the relationships and experiences one has with their primary caregivers. If a child feels that their emotional needs are not consistently met, they may learn to rely on themselves and avoid seeking comfort from others. People with this attachment style often feel overwhelmed by intense emotions and intimacy. They might struggle to express their feelings or even recognize them. This can lead to a cycle where they push people away to avoid the discomfort of emotional closeness, only to feel lonely and misunderstood as a result. It's not that they don't want connection, but it triggers a kind of fear response within them. This fear can be rooted in past experiences where they felt hurt or abandoned when they allowed themselves to be vulnerable. As a result, they build walls to protect themselves, even if it means sacrificing potential relationships. Think of it like this. Imagine a cat that wants to be stroked but gets spooked by too much petting. The cat enjoys the affection but becomes anxious when it feels overwhelmed. Similarly, people with avoidant attachment crave connection, but are easily spooked by too much emotional intensity. It wants the affection, but it also needs space to regulate itself. This need for space is crucial for someone with an avoidant attachment style. They require time alone to process their emotions and regain their sense of balance. That's similar to what happens with someone who has an avoidant attachment style. They might seem distant or aloof, but it's their way of managing the internal conflict between their desire for connection and their fear of vulnerability. They crave connection, but when things get too close for comfort, they pull away to regain their sense of independence. This push-pull dynamic can be confusing for their partners, who might feel rejected or unloved. This is why they might initially reject you. It's not necessarily about you, but rather their own internal struggle with vulnerability. They are battling their own fears and insecurities, which can make it difficult for them to fully engage in a relationship. They might send mixed signals, seem distant, or even disappear for a while. These behaviors are often a defense mechanism to protect themselves from getting hurt. But here's the thing, just because someone pulls away doesn't mean they don't care. In fact, their avoidance might be a sign that they care deeply, but they're just not equipped to handle those feelings in a healthy way. Understanding this can help you navigate relationships with avoidant individuals more compassionately. In fact, their avoidance might be a sign that they care deeply, but they're just not equipped to handle those feelings in a healthy way. With patience and understanding, it's possible to build a bridge to connect with them, helping them feel safe enough to open up and share their true selves. One of the biggest triggers for an avoidance return is witnessing your own personal growth and happiness. When they see you thriving, it can be a powerful reminder of what they are missing out on. Your success, whether it's in your career, personal life, or even in small daily achievements, can act as a wake-up call for them. It's not about making them jealous, but about showing them that you are capable of flourishing on your own. When you shift your focus from chasing them to investing in yourself, it creates a powerful shift in dynamic. This change is not just about moving on, but about rediscovering your own passions and interests. It's about finding joy in activities that make you feel alive and fulfilled. This newfound energy and enthusiasm can be incredibly attractive and can make them see you in a new light. Suddenly, they're not the center of your universe anymore. This shift can be startling for them, especially if they were used to being the focal point of your attention. By redirecting your energy towards your own growth, you are sending a clear message that your happiness does not depend on their presence in your life. You're not waiting around for them to choose you, you're out there living your best life. This can be incredibly empowering for you and can also make them realize what they are missing. Seeing you enjoy life, meeting new people and exploring new opportunities can make them question their decision to distance themselves. This can be a huge wake-up call for an avoidant. It can make them reflect on their own choices and the reasons behind their avoidance. They might start to see the value in what they had with you and begin to question if their decision to pull away was the right one. They might start to realize that you're not the same person they pushed away. Your growth and transformation can be a stark contrast to the person they remember. This can make them see you in a new light and appreciate the changes you have made. You're stronger, more confident, and less dependent on their validation. This newfound strength and independence can be incredibly attractive and can make them want to be a part of your life again. And that can be incredibly attractive. Confidence and self-assurance are qualities that draw people in. When you exude these traits, it can make them want to reconnect with you and be a part of your journey. It taps into their own desire for growth and connection, reminding them of the positive qualities they were initially drawn to. Your success and happiness can inspire them to reflect on their own lives and the choices they have made. Think about it. We're all drawn to people who radiate confidence and self-assurance. These qualities are magnetic and can make others want to be around you. When you prioritize your own well-being, you become a beacon of positive energy. When you prioritize your own well-being, you become a magnet for positive energy. And that's something an avoidant can't help but notice. Your happiness and contentment can make them realize what they are missing and can spark a desire to reconnect. They might not admit it openly, but seeing you thrive can spark a sense of longing and regret, making them question their decision to pull away in the first place. This realization can be the catalyst for them to reach out and try to rebuild the connection they once had with you. Let's face it, relationships are complex. They are a delicate dance of emotions, expectations, and compromises. We all have our own needs and expectations, and sometimes these can clash with those of our partners. It's often said that you don't know what you have until it's gone, and sometimes it takes losing something to realize its true value. This is especially true for avoidants. These individuals tend to distance themselves emotionally, believing that solitude is the answer to their problems. When they pull away, they might convince themselves that they are better off alone, free from the complications of a relationship. They might think that they need more space to breathe, to find themselves, or to pursue their own interests without any hindrance. But often what they discover is that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. The freedom they sought can sometimes feel like isolation. They might start to miss the warmth, the laughter, and the shared moments of joy that once filled their days. The genuine connection you shared, the little things that made life special, begin to feel like a distant memory. They might realize that the things they took for granted, your kindness, your empathy, your unwavering support, are actually quite rare and precious. These qualities are not easily found in others, and their absence can create a significant void in their lives. The absence of these positive qualities in their lives can create a void, a sense of emptiness that no amount of independence can fill. This emptiness can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of regret and longing for what once was. And that's when the doubts start to creep in. They begin to question their choices, their actions, and their reasons for leaving. They might start to question their initial assessment of the relationship, wondering if they made a mistake by pushing you away. In the end, they may come to realize that the love and connection they left behind were far more valuable than the solitude they sought. Here's a fundamental truth about human nature. We all crave validation to some extent. It's a basic human need to feel seen, heard, and appreciated. And for avoidants, This need for validation can be a powerful motivator for their return. When they're feeling insecure or uncertain, they might seek out the familiar comfort of someone who made them feel good about themselves. Remember, avoidants often struggle with self-esteem and self-worth. They might have a deep-seated fear of rejection, which ironically leads them to reject others first. So when they come back, it's often because they're seeking reassurance, a reminder that they're still worthy of love and affection. This doesn't mean that their intentions are malicious or manipulative. It simply means that they're operating from a place of emotional need. They might not even be conscious of the fact that they're seeking validation, but on a subconscious level, they're drawn to the warmth and acceptance that you once provided. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into relationships and personal growth. Remember, understanding the motivations behind avoidant behavior is crucial for navigating these complex dynamics. It's not about making excuses for anyone's actions, but rather about empowering yourself with knowledge and insight. When you understand the root of these behaviors, you can make more informed decisions about how to move forward, whether that means giving someone another chance or choosing to walk away. The most important thing is to prioritize your own emotional well-being and create healthy boundaries in your relationships. See you next time.